It feels as though any hope remaining for civil discourse was left writhing on a university stage yesterday, and I am angry. I feel the sharp, piercing prick of hatred's assault. Make no mistake, there is indeed ample place for righteous anger over the matter. And though God is indeed love, He indeed hates, as noted in Proverbs 6. This seeming dichotomy is not at odds with the holiness of the Almighty, but rather both facets are congruent with an entirely loving, yet just judge. And it is at His altar that I must approach to lay down this malicious disdain. For James 1 verse 20 tells us that the wrath of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Sin upon sin does not righteousness produce or profit. I do not mean to make a dreadful pun in light of yesterday's tragedy, but we are so often compelled by the flesh to set our crosshairs upon people as the primary targets of our anger. And yet it tells us in Ephesians that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. And as such, our carnal wrath does little more than stoke the raging blaze. As such, we must remember the exhortation of 2 Corinthians 10 verses 3 through 5, which says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God for pulling down strongholds, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ." We're told in Ephesians to be angry and do not sin. Indeed, the context of this verse is in regard to not letting the sun set over one's persistent anger, and yet its exhortation resounds over a greater scape. We who find ourselves again and again prone to wrath that exceeds that of the Almighty must learn once more to positively identify the enemy inhabiting the heart of the matter, and how to most effectively and efficiently wield our spiritual weapons with a pursuit not to justify our anger, but to glorify God without exception.